boys and ghouls, this is Wild Man Willis Wheeler, and I'm doing something different today. I'm going to be talking about consistency in our favorite horror movie franchises. Well, we know people always review them, how they feel about them, but they never talk about the consistency of the franchises. Not how good or bad the movies are in the franchises, just the consistency of the characters, are the villains from beginning to end, or the storyline. So I'm going to take a look at these and rank them on how I feel. I'm going to start off with the Final Destination movies. Basically, it's death coming to get you when you try to cheat death, and that's basically all the series is, with elaborate kills. They don't add nothing extra to take away from the series, so this is my number one. My number two is the Saw franchise. Basically, it's a giant jigsaw puzzle, and the movies all connect together, and a lot of people don't really care for that because it makes you have to really think. So I like the Saw series because of that, and it's little things that you pick up while watching them from beginning to end. So I go with the Saw as my number two. My number three is the Evil Dead series. No, Night of the Living Dead series. And the reason why I picked this, because basically it consists of a group of survivors trying to survive in a zombie apocalypse with conflicts, and that's basically what every movie does in the Night of the Living Dead series. So the consistency of that is really cool. My number four is the Nightmare on Elm Street series with Freddy Krueger. Basically, it's Freddy killing teens in their dreams with elaborate dreams. So that movie does that in each one, even though Freddy gets a little bit jokey near the end, but near the end they basically end the series anyway with Freddy's dead. So I don't understand why people say Freddy was too jokey. He always been jokey in the movies. So only one that was really dark to me was Freddy's Revenge, but some people had problems with that movie, but still the storyline consists and they all match up from beginning to all the way up to part 6. So I picked Nightmare on Elm Street as my number 4. My number 5 is the Chucky Child's Play series. Basically, it's a killer doll killing people, but by the end of part 3, it basically makes a joke on itself, because after a while, when you think about it, you can kick a doll all the way across the stream. So they had fun with it, and then it comes back around and Curse of Chucky of being scary again. And Don Mancini, the guy that made the series, basically wrote every story, so I picked this as my number 5. Now I go to the Friday the 13th series. Here's the thing, it's very inconsistent, but they're fun. Basically 1, 2, 3, and 4 hook up with each other, but part 5 is not even Jason. And then Jason comes back as a zombie. He goes to New York. Then Final Friday is not even really Jason through most of the movie. He's a demon worm, and then he goes to space. So that sums it up right there. And he also fights a Carrie clone and goes to New York, or should I say Vancouver. And this might piss some people off. The Halloween franchise is inconsistent like shit. You got 1 and 2, then 3 has nothing to do with Halloween. Then all the Michael Myers character, and then he comes back, which is cool. But then 5 and 6 is just the Ben in Black. That's all I got to say. Then H2O basically does not count 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you got Resurrection. Motherfucker. That's all I got to say about that one. Then we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. And the thing about the Chainsaw Massacre series, only 1 and 2 connect. 3 and 4 is a remake of basically part 1 over again. And then they did the Texas Chainsaw 3D movie, and that negates 2, 3, and 4. So, I don't know what to say. This series got bounced around to too many studios. Also, that makes a big difference too. And poor old Hellraiser series. 1, 2, and 3 are pretty cool. Some people don't like 3. 4, he was the original to go to space. And then after that, he went to sea, basically. Oh man, DVD direct to hell. Poor Pinhead has been abused. He's been made into movies that had nothing to do with the Hellraiser, and they just attached him on the back end of the movie. So poor Pinhead and the Cenobites. I don't own the Children of the Corn series, and I don't own hardly any of the Leprechaun movies, so those two are the bottom of the rung. They're basically straight to DVD movies, and no consistency in neither one of those series. And that's it for me. My criteria of this list was that you had to have more than 5 movies in the franchise in order for me to critique them. So this is Wildman Willis signing off.